We'd like to call to order today the July 23rd, 2024 regular meeting of the Ocoee Code Enforcement Board. Please stand for the invocation by Member Fernandez and the Pledge of Allegiance by Member Schultz.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Mr. Mears, can we have the roll call to establish quorum, please?
Chair Vander,
Present.
Member Lewis,
Present.
Member Mann, absent. Member Schultz,
present.
Member Smalden, absent. Member Fernandez. Here. Quorum is met.
Thank you, Mr. Mears. Mr. Mears, can we have a swearing in of the officers and any of those who plan on speaking this evening?
I ask that you all please stand and raise your right hand. Mr. Baranova as well. Mr. Semron. Do you and each of you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony you represent shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And be seated. All right. Do we have a consent agenda?
We do. Good evening, Mr. Chairman and board members. Doug Gaines with Support Services. We have 3 that came into compliance. That's 2023-03276, 2024-02025, and 2024-02072.
Excellent.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes, Member Lewis?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion. I move to accept the consent agenda as presented by the city.
Second.
We have a motion made by Member Lewis and seconded by Member Fernandez that we accept the consent agenda as presented by the city. All those in favor, select yes. Those opposed, select no. Votes are in. The votes are unanimous. Thank you. Okay, at this point, we have a citizens' comment section. These are items that are unrelated to the Code Enforcement Board issues. If there was anybody here that would like to bring up anything related to the city of Ocoee, this is your opportunity. We usually open this up for just a few minutes. But if nobody's speaking, then we're going to go ahead and close this out. Okay, thank you. All right. Our first case this evening is case number 2023-02819, Officer Loeffler.
And board, this does have a respondent here after the officers finish testifying.
I'm sorry?
This case does have a respondent here when the officers finish testifying.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening.
Evening.
Just to refresh the board's memory, we presented this case months ago, and instead of a finding, you decided to continue it to July. So I'm just going to redo the testimony that I originally did prior to this, since it's kind of like the first time again. 1223 Baranova, case number 02819, is construction without permits. They were applied for but rejected, causing this to remain a no permit case. On August 22nd, 2023, Ocoee building inspectors performing routine inspections on 2 other permits at other addresses on Baranova Road did observe work without required permits, and that was driveway pavers, driveway alterations, a carport shed in the rear yard, and other alterations. On September 11th, 2023, this officer sent out and posted a violation notice for violation of ordinance 151-13, construction without required permits. Specifically, the staff notes exceeding max lot 50 ISA, not meeting the minimum open space requirements since their entire backyard is void of grass, sod, or ground cover, exceeding max 50 ISA in the front yard for vehicular area, encroachment into the 2-foot ISA setback along the side yards, encroachment into the 5-foot utility easement along the side yards, and 7.5-foot UE on the rear yard. The notice provided a reasonable time frame until October 1st, 2023 to remove the unpermitted driveway pavers, structures, and to return to original condition the property or obtain approved, issued, paid, and in possession building permits from the Ocoee Building Department. On September 26, 2023, the owners did submit a permit for paver driveway with approach. However, it was rejected during review with 8 key comments. The staff estimates your property is at 91.2 impervious surface. This is 82.4% above the 50% allowed for your property. And number 2, impervious surface areas and structures are not allowed in the easements. There is a 7.5 utility easement along the rear of your property, 5-foot utility easements along the sides of your property. If these easements were to be vacated, a process which requires 2 public hearings and ultimately city commission approval for pedestrian and vehicular pathways, they're not allowed within 2 feet of any property line. And there's a lot more. The case was set for presentation before this board. However, the holiday agendas prevented hearing date until February of 2024. On that hearing date, the owners arrived at the hearing wanting to plea a case allowing the construction due to handicapped family member. It was then explained that this was a violation and penalty hearing, that they should contact the building and zoning departments to initiate a variance hearing of some type, and the case was continued until this March hearing date, which already we had, to allow for that. It should be noted that the hearing notices for both February and March were posted and sent out certified service, with the owners having arrived at the February hearing and advised of this continuing till the March hearing. As of the date after the March hearing, no revised permits have been applied for or issued. This officer did observe some cut and removed cement pavers in a pile along the right side of the house, but the status of compliance requirements has not been demonstrated to the code or building staff and remains unknown, rendering non-compliant status. At that time, the city recommended a compliance timeframe of 30 days to coordinate with the building and zoning departments to establish compliance with either removal or permit issuance and a fine. So, of $25 per day for every day not in compliance with the board's, any orders the board might issue. And that takes us all the way up to now in July, which is what you continued the case to. The current permit status remains rejected, and that was as of June 2024. And for building, the notes say, see zoning comments. For engineering, the notes say, see zoning comments. And for zoning, we have 9 issues. Number 1, the 50% maximum allowed impervious area of the property is being exceeded. Please propose to remove additional impervious materials from the property. This will also include revising and updating the survey and impervious area calculations sheet. Number 2, on the survey, please add a note that the impervious materials in the city's right-of-way has been removed and restored back to sod. Number 3, on the survey, please provide the dimensions of all structures and improvements. Number 4, separate permits must be applied for the shed, covered patio, and any other unpermitted structures on the property. These permits need to be applied for in order for this permit to be issued for approval. Number 5, vehicular parking cannot exceed 50% of the front yard setback. Due to this, the area of the property within 25 feet of the front property line cannot be covered more than 50% for parking. And per section 45-14, 3 trees must be planted on the residential property. The trees must be of those listed in the replacement list within the below code section, and a separate tree permit must be applied for to install the new trees. There was no tree removal as part of this code action, but apparently it's part of the building's action. Accessory structures must be separated a minimum of 5 feet from all other structures. Please update the survey to correct all comments. Please revive the work description to include the concrete on the property so that it can be reviewed through this permit as well. And that was Tuesday, June 25th. So I'm going to go through here and see if there's any exhibit pictures from the original hearing. That's the paver driveway and the approach. And that's impervious surface off to the side, going to the property line. And that's all I have. There's someone here to speak. Also, the original recommendation from the city back in March was a compliance time frame of 30 days and a fine amount of $25 per day for every day not in violation. And that's the current recommendation as well.
Excellent job, officer. Does any of the board members have any questions for the officer?
Was a variance applied for?
I'm not aware. I don't think so.
And just to be clear, officer, so everything that's in violation of the code is everything that's not the driveway, it's the regular driveway.
Actually, everything that's been done on the property, whether it's structures, pavers, it all falls under the one violation, which is 51-13. So there's somebody here from them to testify. They did not coordinate with anybody that I'm aware of, but they may have removed a structure or something like that. But even if they did remove some of it, anything that didn't have a permit, we're still at that one code violation, so.
Okay, but just to be clear, all the pavers to the left of the property in this picture here with what looks like a van or SUV, and then all the way back to the back left of the property, that's all in violation, correct?
Correct.
I'm just trying to get a better understanding. If we do finding a violation, of
So
course.
right here, we have
a lot of work to get that done. That's
the
what I
original size driveway, and then you can see all the impervious surface beyond that.
Thank you.
So just that I understand, those 9 items that were broken down all fall under that one violation code?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So even if they corrected everything and left one area of pavers, we'd still be at ordinance 51-13.
Understood. All right. Any other questions?
And this is, the first notice of violation was back in September of 2023. Am I reading that right?
I think so.
September of 2023?
Yes, ma'am. August 22nd.
All right.
And yes, September 11th is when the violation notice was issued.
No other questions from the board at this point for the officer? No? All right. Whoever would like to speak on this subject, if you would like to come forward, state your name for the record.
Hello, board. Ravindra Seeram.
Can I
Guys ready?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, what I did, I removed the 5 feet from the, the property line. I did the 5 feet and I did the 8.5 foot in the rear. That was recommended, that was on my paperwork. The front piece, if you could look in the front, that was paved, that was removed also. And grass was installed in the driveway. But what I was asked for is 5 foot on the side and 8 in the back. And I did what I was asked. And now it's something different that a regular shed that I have in the back. I don't have the carport no more. I removed the carport. And the shed in the back to the right, I put where the carport is, which is a regular carport that I don't even think I need permit for, that sells at Home Depot, a 10 by 5. I don't see why I need to do that. The reason why, the part that I removed, I didn't put any grass because I keep getting different letters to do different things. So I'm like kind of confused here now. I did the 5 on the side, 5 foot all the way around. I did the 8.5 in the back. That was all removed.
If I might interject, in that 30-day recommended compliance time frame, I think that the property owner needs to coordinate with the zoning official and the building department to find out exactly what's been
If I
removed.
could have somebody physically at my house to show me exactly what I need to get done, I would really appreciate that. Because I'm going back and forth, I'm confused. I'm spending a lot of money, hiring people to get these things removed, which I spend money to have it installed, and I don't know where I stand at this moment. I really don't know where I stand. Because I've been doing a lot of the removing, and I need somebody physically over there to show me exactly what I need to do.
Have you brought that up to the Building and Zoning Department, that you would like to schedule an
Well,
appointment
when
to have some?
I did, and they said, can I do that? Let me have to email, and like I said, I submit all the paperwork to them. I had it notarized, exactly what I did, and now I got this here coming up. So like-
Okay, so where do you stand with the zoning board right now, building department?
Well, like I said, I would like somebody physically to come over and show me exactly what needs to get done, because, I don't want to go back and forth and be charged $25 a day. I've been living there for 29 years. These things have been done 15, 20 years ago. And now I'm being penalized for this. That's crazy. And I think I've been, I'm being picked out, or this is not right. It's not right. I'm ready to get a lawyer and try to figure out what exactly we need to do here.
So the impervious surfaces aren't 20 years old. The pavers and stuff.
Pavers were, some of it were 3 and the other one's 10. And I could tell you, if you go around Ocoee, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna pick out how people, places that they don't have 5 feet from the property line. I could bring up I could bring up some addresses. The shed is not 5 foot from their house. So why am I be penalized for a 5 by 10 shed? Where am I gonna store my stuff? I don't have no space. I have 5 by 10, and I have 5 foot away from the property line. Where do I have any space to do anything? I don't have any space. I'm figuring when I finish with all this, I'm moving out of Ocoee. Because I think I'm being harassed. This is starting to be harassment. I'm trying to live a nice, decent life with my 3 kids. You understand? One of them is handicapped. You understand? I need to live a comfortable life. I'm 54 years old now. I don't want to go through this.
So again, where
If
do
I
you,
could have somebody at the house to show me exactly what I need to do, I'll get it done.
yes,
I'll get it done. Just so I could be in peace.
so
Live
when
my
you,
life.
when you've asked them to come to the house, what have they told you?
They
Make an
said,
appointment?
they don't have anybody that comes, they don't do that. They say they don't do that. I have to submit my paperwork, and then they'll go through it, they review it, and then they go from there.
And have you done that part of it?
I did.
Okay, and is it being under review at this point, or?
It's been rejected.
Oh, it's been rejected. All right, do you know why it's been rejected?
Because
And
of they
can you
want me to
remedy?
plant 3 trees, native tree. I got mango tree, I got avocado tree. I got nice tree that's gonna feed my family. I don't want no oak tree or nothing like that in my yard. I want a tree that's gonna feed us. I want a garden, I have a garden, native food. I want that. That's what I want. Not a tree. They want me to plant a tree. 3 trees in my yard. You go around, nobody have native trees, Floridian trees in their yard.
So there was a clear delineation in terms of impervious services. It says we allow 50, the property was at 9-1, right? That was the first measure.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
There was, for impervious surfaces, you're allowed 50, the property was at 9-1%, so just.
Yes.
So can he provide a drawing that shows
I did that already.
reduction?
I did submit that.
That shows the impervious,
But the impervious area, it was 60, I think it was 64 or 57. I did
Can-
submit the paperwork.
right? Can you identify more areas that you can remove to get to 50?
I sure can.
And you have submitted that?
No, I haven't, but I submit that, I figure that, I could get away with another 3% or 4%.
50 and 69 is still a ways. We appreciate the effort you're making.
Yes.
And since we have a defined area of
Yes.
50%, I do believe we can continue working if you continue showing that. So we've gone from 9-1 to 6-9. So can we show the city zoning department how you can get to 50? And I mean, that's just a part of it. But if we continue to see progress with you,
I am, but it gets costly too at the same time. I'm not doing this by myself. I got a back problem. This is concrete work.
I understand, but the city has provided a clear 9-1 to 50%.
Okay.
So let's, they've provided a clear definition there. So for that one, if you can, show the city, here's how I can achieve a 50% permeable surface, that would address one of the
I'm willing to do
violations.
whatever you guys want me to do. I'm willing to do that, but it takes time and money. You're gonna get what you want, but it takes time and money. And I need to know exactly what I need to do. If I have somebody physically over at my house to show me what I need to do, I mean, listen, could I take out this piece, gonna make it right? Could I take out that piece? What do you want me to do?
All right, so here's another question. So when you
And then I
get,
have palm trees. Do I need to plant these trees too? I have palm trees over there, I have mango tree, I have,
well, let's find a path forward. So
Yeah.
when you present, we can get to 50%. Would that reduction in space then allow you to plant 3 plants in that area where you've now come to a grassy space? We're going to take it step by step. Let's have a path forward. And it's not me. It's it's the city requirements. This is where we live. So we get you down to 50%. It increases your green space, and therefore you can plant 3 trees. So that's chipping away at.
so the palm tree is not acceptable? The mango trees and all these trees are not acceptable?
She doesn't have that information, neither do I. So the city's at a recommendation of 30 days or a fine amount of $25 per day. If the board feels comfortable with 60 days that he might be able to get all this done, the city has no problem with that. But it has been going on so long that we need to have some definite orders and a real compliance time frame.
This is not a threat to anybody's life. We got time.
Right.
This is materialistic things we're talking about. This is no threat. Nobody's life is at risk. So you can't time that.
Actually, yeah. Impervious
That's what
surface.
I need more time.
water has to have a place to go, so it may not be life impacting, but there can be long-term impacts from water that can't absorb into the ground.
I already have the 5 feet on the side and the 8 in the back.
Right.
There's water, there's enough flow for water. I have grass area. I think I'm being targeted. I tell you the truth, I think I'm being targeted. For 29 years I've been there, and I don't have to need to go through this.
All right. Any of the members, they would like?
I'm a family
for
man. I'm not a criminal.
Motion.
Officer Loeffler, when was the last date of reinspection?
Reinspection was very recently, just prior to this hearing. Even driving by, still seeing the pavers in place, and looking at the zoning, building comments for rejection on the permit. It was as recently as June.
Beautiful place. Look at that.
And Officer Loeffler, there was an issue with the shed, right? 5 by 10 or whatever it is. He needs to have that permitted, or the zoning department tells them that it doesn't fall within a permitting.
Right, anything you build falls within permitting, so.
Okay.
Apparently, he may have moved the carport and put the shed there. We're still at 51-13.
Understood. All right, so you understand that you're going to have zoning involved with regards to the shed too that you moved? Okay. So those 9 items that were brought up by zoning are going to need to be addressed for this to completely go away. Okay? We're here to work with you on this too. We understand your situation. We remember you from the last time you were here. So, obviously the board is going to make a recommendation, a time frame, and then go from there. All right?
And Mr. Serum, I think if you're having issues with any, city department, I would suggest reaching out to your city commissioner, and maybe if they can assist you with liaisoning or anything, that might be another option. If you're feeling you're hitting a roadblock, you might want to reach out to your city commissioner too. And I guess we'll bring it back to the board. I think I'd feel more comfortable with 90 days or 60 days. I mean, clearly there are some issues that he needs to get fixed, but I don't want to make any further burden on him. I'd be in support of probably 90 days. Don't know if I'm okay with the $25. I don't want to be a burden to you. We all have got our issues, so we've all got our bills. So I want to work with you, make sure that you get to where you can be. Those are my opinions. I'd like to hear the rest of the board.
Thank you.
So are you looking at a continuance or a compliance date kick down the road?
Looking at a compliance date, I think we need to come to a compliance date. It's almost been a year. But I'd like to hear the other opinions, if there are any.
Personally, I feel okay with an extension on the compliance date. But a motion still needs to be made.
Okay, well, Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes, Member Fernandez.
I move that in case 2023-02819, the compliance date be set by the board, be extended to October 21st, 2024, 90 days.
I second the motion. Oh, well, what about the fine aspect?
For a fine of $15 per day for the violation.
I second that motion.
All right, just to confirm, what date in October did you?
90 days, which is October 21st, 2024.
2021. Got it. All right. We have a motion on the floor made by Member Fernandez, seconded by Member Lewis, that in case number 2023-02819, that the compliance date be set by the board be extended to October 21st, 2024, and if it's not met by that day, a $15 per day for the violation.
Board, you can't really extend the compliance date you haven't set yet.
I thought I had a compliance.
You're supposed to be, you have not set a compliance date, so you can't, there's no order to extend the.
So I made the wrong motion. I apologize. I withdraw my motion.
Wasn't there a compliance date in October? of
Okay.
2020?
All right, Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion. I think I have the right one now.
Well, hold on one second, Mr. Hernandez.
Mr. Mayor, wasn't there a compliance date said before, though? It says it had a.
The
compliance date
October.
Please speak into your
October
mic.
1st of 2023.
Please speak into your mic. I can't.
I'm sorry.
On our paperwork, we have a compliance date of October 1st, 2023.
That was the compliance date the city gave the respondent.
I see.
That motion you made would be to extend the compliance date the board made. The board has not made one. This should be the in violation set compliance date and fines, the third one on page 3. Or that's what the city is asking for, I should say.
Okay.
So I'd like to make a motion, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Member Fernandez.
I'll try this again. I'm still kind of new. I apologize. I move that in case number 2023-02819, the respondent be found in violation of code as cited as of October 1st, 2023, and be given until October 21st, 2024 to come into compliance or be fined $15 per day per violation until found in compliance.
Second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor made by Member Fernandez, seconded by Member Lewis, that in case number 2023-02819, that the respondent be found in violation of the code as cited as of October 1st, 2023, and given until October 21st, 2024, to come into compliance or be fined $15 per day for the violation until found in compliance. Any discussion? Nope. Let's take a vote. All those in favor, press yes. All those opposed, press no. All votes are in. It passes unanimously.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And nobody's here targeting you. We're just trying to help you get through this.
Yes, I want to because it's been very stressful.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
You bet. All right, the next case coming before us is case number 2024-00394. Officer Loeffler.
Officer Loeffler, City of Ocoee Code Enforcement. Case number 00394 is 330 Little Spring Hill Drive, and this involves an unpermitted shed. On February 5th, 2024, this officer did observe a shed that was not previously at the location with the prior occupants. The upper portion of the shed clearly visible above the fence line, visible from the street, and extremely close to the house. Additionally, window air conditioners are visible, indicating electrical work performed as well. And I have an exhibit. There. You can see the back of the house and the front of the shed and window air conditioners. On the same date, a violation notice was issued to the property owner, Julie Cook, of the same address, as identified by official records for violation of Ordinance 51-13 regarding the requirement of permits. The owner was given until March 5th, 2024, to remove the structure or obtain required permits from the building department, and that includes application, review, approval, payment, issuance, and in possession posted permit. On February 12th, 2024, the owner contacted this officer stating that the shed is not intended to be a permanent structure. She did say there's electric. She conveyed that she will be moving out to the shed will be moved out into the countryside as soon as a property she has in Apopka sells, as the closing was pending. Advised her we'll see if it's any closer to selling by the compliance date of March 5th. There were a couple more contacts about the property sale and still a closing pending. On June 12th, 2024, this officer noticed that the shed was still present, and on June 13th, a statement and hearing notice to the June hearing was posted and sent out certified service by the clerk. On June 19th, the owner contacted the city and an extension until this July hearing was provided. On July 17th, the owner contacted the city and asked for an additional extension as they're moving to Polk County and will be taking the shed with them. As the case has had several pre-hearing extensions, the owner was advised that the hearing would document a definite compliance timeframe based on the city and the owner's testimony. As of this date, the violation still exists. The city is recommending a compliance timeframe of 30 days and a fine amount of $25 per day for every day not in compliance with any issued orders. And somebody's here to speak.
All right. Does anybody have any questions for the officer? Okay. Whoever's here to speak on this behalf, please approach the podium and speak your name clearly for the record.
Hi, my name is Julie Cook. I am
Ms.
the
Cook.
owner of this residence. And like this officer said, my intention was not to keep it here as long as we have. We had a secondary home in Apopka that it took about 6 weeks longer to sell. Within that 6 weeks, we also found out that the property we were buying it was supposed to be in Lake County, we couldn't buy because it was in a flood zone, so we could never live there. So that made us have to find a different property. Now we have a house under contract. It is set to close on August 22nd. I have contacted a moving company to move it. And as soon as our closing happens and we have possession of the other house, this will no longer be there. But to cover all the bases, I drew up blueprints, I got a survey, I got all the paperwork that I need. I just never wanted to put it in a permit because it wasn't gonna be permanent. And I know permits are a permanent part of your residence. The electric was already there from when we had an above-ground pool. The electric was already there. Yeah. Now there is something that, getting the survey, we found out that the neighbor next to us has a fence built on a portion of our property, which is like the easement, they have totally encroached on it. And the fence that they built was so that they could hide a mobile home, I think that's what it's called, which houses at least 2 to 3 families. So, I mean, I didn't intentionally do anything wrong. I'm trying to correct it in the best way I can. I don't know what the best way is at this point in time. Like I says, in less than a month, it's gonna be gone. But I do want that, this house is gonna stay part of my property. My son's gonna live there. And someday I may wanna sell it. I want you guys to do whatever you need to take care of this problem with the neighbor.
All right, Mrs. Cook, we appreciate you being here and speaking on your behalf. It sounds like you've cleared things up. We appreciate that. How much time do you think you're going to need to, you said there's a closing on August 22nd, correct, of 2024?
Yes.
How much time do you think you're going to need to?
Oh, we went out so bad, August 22nd or 23rd.
Okay,
We want to be out in the country.
so if we gave you like another week after that closing date, that should be sufficient?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes, Member Lewis?
Mr. Chair, I move that in case number 2024-00394, the respondent be found in violation of code as cited as of March 5th, 2024, and be given until August 26th, 2024, to come into compliance or be fined $25 per day per violation until found in compliance.
Do I have a second on this?
Second for discussion. I'm sorry, I might have misheard. Ma'am, when do you expect to close?
August 22nd, 2024.
And the motion was for,
The 26th.
okay. Sorry, I heard the 6th and I was confused. Okay, second, yes.
Okay. We have a motion on the board made by Member Lewis, seconded by Member Fernandez, that in case number 2024-00394, that the respondent be found in violation of the code as cited and be given until August 26, 2024, to remedy the violation or be fined $25 per day until found in compliance. Any discussion? No?
Okay,
Let's-
I do have one question, only because we live in the state of Florida. God forbid, I'll probably be praying about it. If we are under a hurricane watch, that could be the only thing that would prevent them from picking up the shed and moving it. So maybe we need to think about a 30-day window rather than a week window, just in case Mother Nature plays tricks. I'm sorry, but I mean, I have to think about that.
Okay, since a motion has been made and seconded, we have to vote on that motion. If that information that you just brought up changes the board members' minds, then we will redo a different motion at that point. But
Okay.
as it stands right now, we are giving you the extra week, and I'm sure if there's a hurricane or something out there, I'm sure the officers don't want to be out there anyway, so. But, okay, let's take a vote on this motion. Do I need to repeat the motion, or do we know this? Yes? Do I wish to amend it? Amend the current motion? That is always an option. Okay. Does anybody want to amend the motion before? Okay,
Mr. Chair, I'd like to amend the motion.
okay. Member Fernandez?
We move the compliance date to September 23rd, 2024.
Looks like that's a day before our board meeting, next board meeting. Okay. All right. A motion has been made by Member Fernandez to amend the compliance date to September 23rd, 2024, in this case, 2024-00394. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, so we have a motion made by Member Fernandez, seconded by Member Schultz, that in case number 2024-00394, that the respondent be found in violation as of March 5th, 2024, but given until September 23rd, 2024, to come into compliance or be fined $25 per day until the violation is no longer. Any discussion? Okay, let's take a vote. All those in favor, press yes. All those opposed, say no. Votes are in. It passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Okay. Do we need them to? No? Okay. Regarding case number 2024-00394, the motion has been amended, and we need to take a vote on it. Those in favor, press yes. Those opposed, press no.
Thank you
Okay,
very much.
and that motion, it passes unanimously.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks. Thank you.
Are you going to follow up with the neighbor?
Something I can't see from the street, you'll have to go on the
All right. Okay, moving on to the next case. Case number 2024-01669, Officer Rodriguez.
No, the person's not here. They did not make any motions to change the order of the agenda.
Yeah, I know, we're not changing the agenda. We're just going to go through.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Good evening. Case 2024-01669, Officer Rodriguez for the City of Ocoee for the address of 50 Lee Street in Ocoee. On June the 5th of 2024, we received a web form complaint on permitted tractor trailer parking dash storage yard with no site improvement. On the same date of June the 5th of 2024, I observed on the above-mentioned property various semi-trucks, trailers parked overnight in this residential lot. Let me get the pictures. This is the first time I observed the trailers, semi-trucks. I think this was the second time that I was there. We still have the semi-trucks parked in the area. On June the 11th of 2024, a notice of co-violation was mailed to Christos Anthony and Deborah L. Anthony Trust at 532 North Blue Ford Avenue in Ocoee, Florida, 34761, as identified by the Orange County property appraiser for the violation of the ordinance number Chapter 168, Section 168-6, C. They were given up to July the 5th of 2024. On July the 8th, 2024, I re-inspected the property, finding not in compliance with the city. On July the 10th, the property and the city hall was posted with the notice of hearing for this meeting. I also want to show pictures. These are coming from the Orange County Property Appraiser aerial photos when this started. Okay. As you can see here, this started in 2018. This is the way it looked first. Then after that, each year, it was added up in this parking lot. It's a residential lot, of course. So we have pictures here since 2018 to 2024. As of today, is not in compliance with the city and is the city recommendation of 15 days that it will be in August 7, 2024 to come into compliance, thereafter be assessed the $25 per day if not in compliance.
Does any of the board members have any other questions for the officer? Okay, if not, we understand there's someone here to speak on behalf. Come on up and to the podium and state your name clearly for the record.
As well as your relation to the property, if you wouldn't mind.
Ed Williams, Williams Development Services, 29 East Pine Street, Orlando, Florida. I'm representing Mr. and Mrs. Anthony. I'm a land planner. We realize the property is not zoned for this use. We are getting all of the trucks off it. It will take at least till the first couple of days in August, and that's why it isn't completed as of today, but it will be completed by that day, getting every one of them off of there. If you had an aerial that showed the whole area, there are other properties with a lot of trucks that were on it. This property is one of Mr. Anthony's properties. He owns a large piece to the south of this where he has run a landscape business, a sodding business for a number of years. He raises buffalo on the property. There are other uses there. This lot is not what I would call a prime residential lot, but it is residentially zoned, so we can't have the trucks there, so we are getting them off, and we ask that it go to the 7th, and we'll be sure that it's done by then.
Okay, thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Does anybody have any questions for
I have a
Mr.
question.
Williams?
Mr. Chair, are there any intentions to seek a variance or a change in zoning for the property?
Not at this time. We also have some violations from the county on the other property to the south, and the county has a zoning moratorium on where we can't rezone that property. So the bigger issue is there. We will clear this property of all vehicles and address it as we address the other one.
Understood. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions for Mr. Williams? No? I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes, Member Lewis.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion that in case number 2024-01669, that the respondent be found in violation of the code as cited as of July 5th, 2024, and be given 15 days until August 7th, 2024, to come into compliance or be fined $25 per day per violation until found in compliance.
Do I have a second on this?
Second.
We have a motion made by Member Lewis, seconded by Member Schultz, that in case number 2024-01669, that the respondent be found in violation of the code as cited and the compliance date of July 5th, 2024, and be given until August 7th, 2024, to come into compliance or be fined $25 per day. Any questions? All right, let's take a vote. All those in favor, press yes. All those opposed? All votes are in. And we have 3 yeas and 1 nay. Member Fernandez. Motion passes.
Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you for being here. Okay, our next case for the evening, case number 2024-01885, Officer Diaz.
Case number 2024-01885, Officer Carmen Diaz for the City of Ocoee. Address of the property is 141 Lyle Street in Ocoee. On June 3rd, 2024, on June 24th, I received a complaint about the above-mentioned property. I inspected the property and I observed miscellaneous junk and debris, tree limbs from the trees that had been cut down, tires, recliner chairs, camper top from a pickup truck, and trash from the food containers littering the property. Also found syringe needles from homeless drug camps in the back of the property. So let me show you. And it was hidden by the overgrown grass and weeds. The house is vacant. Pictures. This is in the back of the property. I can show you what was found in the ground out there. See if I can get that's all the trash that is on the property behind the fence. These are the trees that have been cut down and the limbs are just laying there. The brush from the overgrowth and the fence down. Trees. And this is the house. There you see the camper on the side of the house. Just a bunch of debris. There's the recliner. Grass is vacant and an attractive nuisance. The house is vacant and an attractive nuisance to the homeless, drug activity, and or squatters, and is not being maintained in a safe and sanitary condition. On June 10th, 2024, a notice of code violation was mailed to Hadaway Virgil Estate, Clark Sylvia H., in care of Ruth Hadaway, at 6701 Sawmill Boulevard in Ocoee, Florida, 347-61-81115, as identified by Orange County Property Appraisal for the ordinance number of 51-13. A permit is required for the tree removals. 108-35, the public nuisance. 115-3 for the junk and debris throughout the property. 115-3, a declaration of a nuisance and menace for the excessive weed and grass growth. And they were given until June 24th, 2024. On July 2nd, 2024, I re-inspected the property, finding not in compliance with the city. On July 10th, 2024, a notice of the property and City Hall was posted with a notice of hearing to this board meeting, and as of today, the property is in non-compliance. City is recommending 15 days to come into compliance. which is August 7th, 2024, or $75 per day per violation. City requests the right to board and secure the property and abate the nuisance if not brought into compliance after the 15 days. And the lien. And the lien be applied to the property for the abatement and the boarding.
Okay, do we have any questions of the officer?
Any contact with any contact with any,
Not at all, no contact.
Any other questions of the officer? No. Okay. Do we have someone here to speak on this issue this evening?
Yes, she's right here.
Okay. Can you approach the podium and articulate your name for us, for the record?
My name is Ruth. My last name is Hadaway. My husband, Virgil Hadaway, he is the owner of the property. He passed away in 2018. And as I was the faithful property owner, I appreciate everything you just said. I found out, I was going and checking every month, it was getting the lawn care done. A friend of mine was going every month, but then they started noticing things were messed up, and I don't know who's been messing it up, I'm not sure how that all happened. And, it was around the middle of the month that we found this out, but it was one of those situations where I don't know who was putting up the trees. And then, they brought me out there again in May. And so I decided to file a report. But no one had contacted me, no one had let me know, nobody had asked permission for any of these changes to be done. So all of the damage, everything that's been done to the property is without my permission.
Okay, we appreciate you being here. Ms. Hadaway, are you taking any steps to try to remedy any of these violations?
I don't know who cut down the trees. I don't know how nobody's emailed me, nobody's contacted me, so I don't know who caused all the damage. But I do have a plan to get a lawyer for probate on the property. I've been stuck, isolated since COVID. But I promise I am getting a lawyer to deal with the probate of the land, and then we plan to sell it.
Is there an amount of time, Mrs. Hadaway, that you would need to go through that process that can be allotted to you?
Not a guarantee, but the plan is, I have to sell it myself because Virgil Hadaway, he had the land in probate, so it's been stuck and he's passed away, he's gone. So when this is done, my plan is to get an attorney very soon to deal
I have a question on the respondent's side. There, it looks like there's also Sylvia H. Clark. Has this person been notified and involved in this issue?
His sister.
That would be Virgil's sister.
No,
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I misspoke. Sylvia
Sister-in-law.
Clark is Virgil's sister-in-law.
Both now. Or
And
brother lives there.
so his brother and sister-in-law
Both
live in
gone.
another property that's right down
Both
the road.
live there.
Virgil and I lived in the property that's in question, but then just down the road, there's the other property as well that needs to be sold, just down the road. That's where they live, but they both passed away.
Yes.
So Sylvia Clark has passed away.
Never husband.
Sylvia Clark and her husband,
That's
Earl, they both passed away as well.
Can she make any arrangements to clean up just the garbage and the trash and the debris and take care of any of the weeds?
That's why I will help.
I can try to ask a friend to help me
That's
clean it.
right.
I will try to get some friends to help me clean it up.
Possibly question for the officer. For the recommendation for boarding, is that billed to the property owner? Okay. And is that what the lien is for the, okay, that request?
Once the
Okay.
property is secured, yes. And it's not only the house, it's also the land that goes with the house, because it is,
Or
it's overgrown. And it's being a nuisance because they're the homeless, and they're just back there, just making a field day back there and using it for drug activity and stuff. So the people there are complaining of that because it is so overgrown back there.
okay.
I didn't realize. Can I ask a question?
Or
So do I have to put boards
key.
up?
Like
I mean,
or
I have, there's only one key for the lock to the door, and that's it. Do I have to put the boards up?
To secure the property from people breaking in and going into the house. If she can. Okay. If she can secure the property where the people are not breaking into the home and using it for homeless activity.
Okay.
those have
That chair, I have no idea who put that there.
It's been there for a
The tires,
while.
I don't know where those came from. Yeah, because the tree is so big, I've never seen it, you know, I've not seen any of that. Like, I was going by regularly, you know, and, but then all of a sudden, somebody cut the tree down, and it's the sign that said no trespassing that was on it, now that's all gone, and I don't know how all that happened.
Ms. Hadaway, do you live close to the property? If not, where do you currently reside?
I live at 6701 Sawmill. I've been with the roommate for a while. The 147, that house is in bad shape. It's not healthy for me to be living there, so I moved with a roommate who helps with my health.
Understood. Have you tried trespassing any of the trespassers, the homeless? Working with police on that?
The neighbors have called the police, and there are reports of them being out there getting the homeless, but, yeah, they say there's not much the police do when they go out there.
Okay, well, that's good to know too, like I said, the tree used to be beautiful and full, and, you know, we'd get the yard all trimmed, and now everything's, like I said, the tree got cut down and everything's got overgrown, but I was cutting the grass on a regular basis.
Where the grass where the house is being cut, but everything else is not. Like behind the property is not being cut.
Virgil wasn't really active in keeping up the landscaping, and so after he passed away, I guess it just kind of went like that, yeah.
You mentioned that the Virgil passed away in 2018, and that you said that this house is tied up in probate. Do you have any idea where it is in that procedure right now, or in that process?
With COVID-19, I was stuck for 3 years, and so now it's gone away, and I am soon going to probate to get it all settled very soon. Yeah, that tree. On the other side, and all of a sudden it was down. It really puzzled me. I have no idea what happened, who did it.
Okay.
And if I could add, the camper, my husband, like, he knows how to do all those kinds of things, and then all of a sudden he passed away, and he knows all the rules, he knows all the different things we have to do. I only lived there for 2 years, and then he passed away after that, and so he'd been able to keep up with all this stuff, and then all of a sudden he passed, and I feel bad, like the tree fell down and all these things that I am unaware of.
Okay. I guess the bottom line is that house needs to be secured and the property needs to be cleaned up at the end of the day. All right. We appreciate you being here. Does the board have any other questions for Ms. Hadaway?
And we are allowed to reduce the violation amongst per violation, right?
Yes. Whatever is made in the motion, the board will consider.
Can I have a question for council? If we do set a violation and the property owner cannot get it done in time, the city then takes care of it, and then a bill is sent to the homeowner?
You give them X number of days and they're unable to complete the work within that time period, and they can return and request an extension on whatever the time may have been. Now, if they don't, it becomes a violation and it's recorded. It becomes their obligation then to keep track of the timing, so that if they're running late, that they come back and say, "We need another week, another month," whatever it might be.
And she can't sell? And if there's a lien, you,
It basically means you suspend the proceeding until X number of days or months.
if there's a lien placed on the property, they can't sell. Can probate continue if there's a lien, or?
Well, it depends a little bit. If they've got the property for sale, and the sale, or the purchaser is sophisticated, then they'll be able to address this. The work required to come into compliance is not all that sophisticated itself. It just needs to get done. So if you have it under contract, I'm the buyer, let's say, as a condition of closing, I will want to make certain it's clean, and if I have to do it myself, then the cost of that comes off the purchase price typically. Or it can be part of the overall arrangements that are made for sale. We'll sell it to you for X number of dollars, provided you clean it up on or before the close. It becomes a negotiable item for the buyer and the seller.
right, any other board members have any other questions for Ms. Hadaway or council? If not, then I would be willing to entertain a motion.
What was the recommendation from the city per violation?
$75
Recommendation
per
is
day.
15 days or $75 per day per violation.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Yes, Member Lewis.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion that I move that in case number 2024-01885, that the respondent be found in violation for the code as cited as of June 24th, 2024, and be given until August 22nd, 2024, to come into compliance, will be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance, and in the event the property becomes vacant, further move to authorize the city to abate the property and assess the cost to the fine.
Would you be willing to amend your motion to lower the
The fine,
fine per violation? I feel like,
lower to
She might
what,
struggle with that, I
$25
just-
per day?
I think
$15 per violation, make it 60 total.
I'm sorry,
she said $15 per.
$15 per
Per
violation.
violation, make it 60
I don't have a problem with moving it today. I could amend it to, okay, Mr. Chair, I'll amend the fine violation to be $15 per day per violation instead of $50 per day per violation.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion on the floor made by Member Lewis, seconded by Member Fernandez, that in case number 2024-01885, that the respondent be found in violation of the codes as cited as of June 24th, 2024, and be given until August 22nd, 2024, to come into compliance or be fined $15 per day per violation until found in compliance. And in the event that the property becomes vacant or remains vacant,
The property is vacant, yeah. It's vacant.
I further move that this, to authorize the city to abate the property and assess the fines to the property. Sir?
Abate the property, yes,
Abate the property, yes, sir.
Take the fines on the property.
and assess the cost to the fine.
Abate the fines and assess it to the property. All right. Okay, any discussion? No?
So this
All-
would be a vote to approve the amendment, my understanding.
Well, the
I amended
amendment
it.
was never seconded, or the initial motion was never seconded.
Correct, it had not been yet. So we have a motion that did not have a second but was not canceled yet, and that motion was amended, and then the amendment was seconded. So I'm assuming this is an approval of the amended motion, which then needs a second.
The motion maker made the amendment. I think we're fine.
The only a motion is amended, it doesn't belong to anybody else, it's just mine or whoever made it. Once it's seconded, then to modify it, you must have another motion that would be passed. In this case, I don't think there was a second.
There was
I
not.
think all the adjustments were made by the
Initial.
making the motion.
That's
Okay.
correct.
So you're okay.
Right.
Perfect.
Okay, we're back to the voting now. All those in favor, select yes. All those opposed, select no. The votes are in. It passes unanimously.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
So that's the $15 after August 22nd? It's the $15?
per fine.
Yes,
It's $15 per
per
violation,
violation.
and there's 4 violations. And if the respondent corrects one of those violations, then the individual violations, $15 would be removed. Or stopped, I should say.
Okay, and so before August 22nd, if I get it cleaned up and then I don't have to pay? I'm sorry, I'm learning, this is new for me. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Okay, there's a permit that requires to be for the tree removals.
The interpreter, can I clarify something? By removal, you mean to cut it down? which
Because they
means
have,
remove it from the property.
because they have been cut down, and there is a permit required for cutting down trees. Although she has a lot of trees on the property, but she still is required.
But I didn't cut it down. So how do I get approval permit for a tree that I didn't cut down?
Because her name is on the property appraisal as owner or responsible owner as the property. Yeah, it's through building department.
Building department, okay.
It would be an after the
Okay, I'm
fact.
just learning. This is my first.
That's okay, that's fine.
It would be an after the fact permit.
Okay.
So if you can get with me out there, I will help you with this.
Oh, great.
No problem, sure. Thank you.
All right, thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure.
Moving on to our next case for the evening is 2024-01993. Officer Loeffler.
Oh, and thank you, members, thank you.
Quite welcome.
I'd like to say very quickly, thank you to the interpreters as well.
Officer Loeffler, case number 01993 is 477 Northern Durango Avenue. On June 11th, 2024, this officer observed an SUV parked upon the front side yard grass. It is covered in a film of dirt and leaf debris with tall weeds and grass underneath and around it. On the same date, a violation notice was sent out, certified service by the clerk to the property owner, Marianne R. Zaccaro, as identified by official records, for violation of ordinance 165-3A regarding a vehicle with evidence of non-operational condition, and 168-6B1 regarding a vehicle parked upon the non-surface, non-improved portion of the front yard grass. It should be noted that a prior case involving the same vehicle occurred in March of 2022 that resulted in compliance and no code enforcement hearing. The owner was given until June 23, 2024 to remove the vehicle from the property or repair it, make it operable, including the attached display of a valid license tag, and relocate it to surfaced parking, and to discontinue parking upon the non-surfaced front yard dirt grass. And that's the vehicle. Property was re-inspected on June 24th and found non-compliant. On July 10th, 2024, a statement and notice to this meeting was posted and sent out, certified service by the clerk, and it was signed for by a person at the residence on July 12th. As of this date, the violation remains. The grass directly under the car has been cut. However, the vehicle has not moved and is still parked upon the grass. The city is recommending a compliance time frame of 15 days and a fine amount of $25 per day per violation for every day not in compliance with any issued orders. And I believe someone's here to speak.
All right, any questions for the officer at this point? Okay, and whoever's speaking, could you please state your name clearly
My
for the
name is
record?
Anthony Zaccaro. I am the owner of that vehicle. It is operable. I just don't drive it. I'm in the process of trying to sell it to a friend of mine. And unfortunately, he doesn't have the funds yet for it. I've had at least a dozen other people try to buy it, but I'm honest and loyal to my friend, so I'm trying to let him come up with the money to get the vehicle. If I put the key in it right now and turned it on, it'll drive. The only thing that is not compliant right now is the registration on it. It's fully insured, it has 100% coverage on it, it's just not registered because I don't drive it.
So for the officer, if he would move this to a driveway, that would remedy that violation?
Yeah, if it didn't have the appearance of non-operation and it was tagged and parked on the impervious surface, the driveway, that would be fine.
We have 3 people that live in our house with 3 different vehicles. That's the 4th because it's mine. I have 2 cars, but I only drive 1. My mother takes the driveway because it's her house, and my brother and I park on opposite sides of the house. That's where it stands at the moment.
I believe that the member was trying to give you an option
Oh,
of where to move the vehicle, but that's your choice.
Can I park it? And I can't really park it on the street because it's not registered, but it is insured, like I said.
Any possibility of taking it to your friend's residence and relocating it there, getting it off your property?
I would want payment for it. That's the reason why it's still there, is because he's got half of the money right now. But are you going to just give something away for half and then leave to chance something?
Can you register the vehicle and park it in the street?
I could do that. I mean, I didn't want to register it again since I was going to sell it, but if push comes to shove, that's what I might have to do.
I think that'd be cheaper than the fee per day per violations. I just trying to give you an out.
Probably. It probably would be, to be honest with you.
I think that's a good recommendation. All right, does any of the board members have any other questions for Mr. Zaccaro? I said that correctly? Zaccaro?
Yes, you did.
How many days do you think you can get this registered?
Week, maybe 2. I work during the day. Everybody works.
Yeah.
We'll just have to schedule some time off to go and take care of that, because the DMV is not an easy process.
I hear you there.
For sure.
Okay.
You'd have to identify yourself? I'm Mary Ann Zaccaro. Okay. Ms. Zaccaro, if you could speak into the microphone. Thank you.
There are other vehicles in the neighborhood that are parked on the grass of their property. I don't see why this is a problem. This car is operational. It can be moved. It does work. It's just parked there because there's no other place to put it.
Okay. Thank you. Does any of the other board members have any questions for either Anthony or Mary Ann Zaccaro? And if not, I would be happy to entertain a motion.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
The only violation that would remain then is 168 6B1, right? If everything else has been taken care of?
Can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't understand.
165 3A seems to have been abated.
If he gets the tag on it, that complies with one, and it doesn't have the appearance of non-operation anymore. And if he moves it to the impervious surface, that would cure the other one.
I'd like to make a motion, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Member Fernandez.
I move that in case number 2024-01993, the respondent be found in violation of code as cited as of compliance date of June 23rd, 2024, and be given until August 22nd, 2024, to come into compliance or be fined $10 per day per violation until found in compliance.
Second?
We have a motion on the floor made by Member Fernandez, seconded by Member Schultz, that in case number 2024-01993, that the respondent be found in violations of the code cited as of June 23rd, 2024, and be given until August 22nd, 2024, to come into compliance or be fined $10 per day per violation until found in compliance. Any discussion? None? Let's take a vote. All those in favor, select yes. All those opposed, select no. It passes unanimously. You have 30 days to take care of it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, the next case before us, 2024-02017. Officer Loeffler.
You may need a second. Finish up with the previous owner.
Oh.
You may need a second to finish up with the previous owner.
He wasn't there. Okay, sorry about that.
We're getting there.
We are. Uh-oh. Good night. Jeez, we're only down to one in the audience. Who brought that kid? I know, it's a kid.
Pardon me? Oh, okay.
All right, Officer Loeffler, we're calling this one.
I have some respondents coming, if we could just wait. I'm just kidding. Nobody's Officer Loeffler, case number 02017 is 1201 Russell Drive. On June 19th, 2024, in response to a citizen complaint, this officer did observe tall weeds and grass at the location and piles of sand now eroding onto the sidewalk, making its use unsafe and difficult for pedestrians and causing pedestrians and children to use the roadway, a condition constituting a public nuisance. On the same date, a violation notice was posted at the location and sent out certified service by the clerk to the property owners, Paula and Angel Matos, same address, for violation of ordinances 115-4 regarding the tall weeds and grass and the responsibility for the grass and the easement, and 108-35 regarding the public safety nuisance of the erosion blocking the sidewalk. The owners were given until June 30th, 2024 to mow the tall weeds and grass and clear the erosion off the pedestrian sidewalk. On July 8th, 2024, the location was re-inspected and found non-compliant. On July 10th, a statement and notice to this hearing was posted and sent out certified service by the clerk. It should be noted that official records require notices to be certified service to this address because they're on the property appraiser as their mailing address. However, the property is vacant, and these both mailings remain unsigned, undelivered by the post office. So we're going strictly on the property postings and the posting in City Hall. There's a brief history, there's actually a big history of other actions at this property, including another sidewalk erosion blockage. They were complied with from somebody seeing the postings. These ones did not comply with. As of this date, the property remains non-compliant. The city is recommending a compliance time frame of 15 days and a fine amount of $25 per day per violation for every day not in compliance with any orders issued, and also as provided in ordinance 10835, an additional order allowing the city to abate the public nuisance if it chooses to do so, with the cost recorded against the property as a lien as well.
Do you know how long, sorry, how long it took the last time to abate?
Usually almost immediately.
Do we have any other questions for our Officer Loeffler? Well, if not, I'll entertain a motion.
Chair, I have a motion.
Yes, Member Lewis.
Excuse me. Mr. Chair, I have a motion. I move that in case number 2024-02017, the respondent be found in violation for the code as cited as of June 30th, 2024, and be given until August 7th, 2024 to come into compliance or be fined $25 per day per violation until found in compliance. And if in the event, I further authorize the city to abate the property and assess the cost to the fine if the property becomes vacant.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor made by Member Lewis, seconded by Member Fernandez, that in case number 2024-02017, the respondent be found in violation of the codes as cited as of June 30th, 2024, and be given until August 7th, 2024, to come into compliance or be fined $25 per day per violation until found in compliance, and in the event that the property is found vacant or remains vacant, I further authorize the city to abate the property and assess the fines and cost to the property. Any discussion? All those in favor, press yes. All those opposed, press no. All votes are in. It passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Okay, that takes care of our part of our stuff. Now we got to do the case resolutions. All right. First of these is case number 2024-00026, Officer Loeffler.
What's that address?
466 Little Aspen Court.
What was that?
466 Little Aspen.
Oh, that is a non-compliance, unfortunately. Order imposing fine.
Mr. Chair, I have a motion.
Yes, Member Lewis.
Mr. Chair, I move that in case number 2024-00026, the board impose a fine as of
Should be July.
February,
Should be July 11th.
July 11th.
I'm sorry, as of July 11th, 2024, and $15 a day, as previously said by the board.
Second.
We have a motion on the motion on the board made by Member Lewis, seconded by Member Schultz. Then in case number 2024-00026, the board imposed fines as of July 11th, 2024, as previously set by the board. All those, time to vote, yes, no? Everybody knows. It passes unanimously. Next case, 2024-01439, Officer Loeffler.
Pleased to announce full compliance, no further action required.
Excellent. Next case, 2024-01466, Officer Loeffler.
Unfortunately, non-compliance. City's requesting order imposing fine and lien.
I'd like to make a motion, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Member Fernandez?
I move that in case 2024-01466, the board imposes fines as of July 11th, 2024, as previously set by this board.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Member Fernandez, seconded by Member Lewis, that in case number 2024-01466, that the board impose fines as of July 11th, 2024, as previously set by this board. All those in favor, press yes. All those opposed, press no.
Missing one?
All votes are in, passes unanimously. Okay, case number 2024-01512, Officer Loeffler.
This is the house with the 22 broken windows facing Lakewood Avenue, and that is unfortunately non-compliance. City is requesting order imposing fine.
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Member Fernandez.
I move that in case number 2024-01521, the board imposes fines as of July 23rd, 2024, as previously set by this board.
July 11th.
Yeah, I believe it is July 11th.
Here it says given until July 22nd, 2024.
You on the right case?
I might not. Yes, I am.
1512.
Nope.
You're back
I
one.
guess so. Okay. Apologies. All
No
right.
worries.
I will withdraw and make a motion. I move that in case number 2024-01512, the board imposes fines as of July 11th, as previously set by this board.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor made by Member Fernandez, seconded by Member Lewis, in case number 2024-01512, that the board impose fines as of July 11th, 2024, as previously set by this board. All those in favor, press yes. All those opposed, press no. All votes are in. It passes unanimously.
Thank you.
All right. Case number 2024-01521, Officer Rodriguez.
We're going to end this on a high note. Officer Rodriguez let me know that this one's in full compliance, so no further action. Excuse me.
Excellent. All right, that takes care of our case resolutions. Let's go into board comments. Officer Schultz, I've just promoted you. No, Member Schultz.
No.
Talk close.
I'm trying not to,
Oh.
I don't know if I'm getting sick or it's just allergies.
Oh, yeah, yell loud.
So, many of the cases that came up, a few of them said, well, the neighbor is doing the same thing. Is the officer obligated to also check all the properties when they go, or it's just,
Yes, and we generally do. He's not just going to go pick on one person.
Oh, that,
Yes.
all the cars on that street are very familiar with me, so.
So he has cited them on that same street.
okay, just everything.
It's a never-ending battle.
All right. Member Fernandez?
No comments, thank you.
All right. Member Lewis?
One other question to follow up on it. So since the law had changed and you have to have someone that identifies as the complainant, are those considered in plain sight or something generated by the officer, or how are those cases
Yeah.
recorded?
Self-initiated is still us being proactive.
So, okay,
Not, I mean, anything we can see from where we're supposed to be.
okay,
But complainants have to identify themselves, correct?
okay. All right,
All right.
thank you.
Counselor? Nothing tonight. Thank you for being here. Mr. Mears?
I'd just like to remind you all to please respond to the emails, or if you don't get one, send me an email on the weekend before the code board, just so we know we have quorum. We are down to 4 at the moment. Member Smalden did say she's unfortunately still on family medical leave, and Member Mann expressed his upsetness that he is still having issues, was not able to make it tonight. And then we have one vacant spot currently because of Member Brennan's resignation.
Thank you. Officer Loeffler?
No comments.
No comments? Mr. Gaines?
No comment.
All right. Any from the peanut gallery? No, you sure? Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. What a wonderful board meeting this went through. Actually went faster than I thought it was going to go. So appreciate everybody being here and everybody being committed to be here. So as of that, meeting adjourned. What's that?